Rahul Mishra, it's a name we're all familiar with in the Indian fashion circuit. His unique designs have continued to enthrall all of us over the years. We've seen his work stand the test of time. Trends have come and gone, but he's stayed. He was the only Indian designer to showcase his collection at the Paris Fashion Week alongside big names like Chanel, Balenciaga and Valentino. But at a time when we're all talking about inflation, rising costs of living, who is buying high fashion? On the show today, Rahul Mishra talks about all things fashion and inflation.
Life, growth, prosperity, extravagance, gilded glamour, abundance of nature. These are just some of the ideas that come to life through these intricate designs. This is the fantastical world of Rahul Mishra. The Indian designer is now a force to reckon with on the global stage. His designs and aesthetics have been attracting Indian buyers for quite some time, and very recently he took to the runways of Paris to showcase his whimsical creations. He was the only Indian designer to be invited to the prestigious Paris Haute Couture Week 2022. The only one to enter the inner sanctum of French couture and showcase his designs alongside the likes of Chanel, Balenciaga, Dior, Valentino and many others. His collection was flamboyant to say the least. It was named the Tree of Life, a recurring motif in the folk arts of India. Designs brought the forest to the runway. Each design emulated a century-old tree. The golden leaves symbolize opulence. A little bit of memory and history is weaved into each piece of clothing. We visited the designer at his multi-story warehouse near New Delhi. We got a peep into his artistry. His inspiration, his craftsmanship. Let's see how his artisans are weaving magic onto Indian clothing. Each stitch tells a story. From a humble village in Kanpur in India to striking gold in Paris, Rahul Mishra has come a long way. He's seen trends come and go in Indian fashion. In a candid chat, we asked him about his showing in Paris and the famous Tree of Life motif, which was at the center of it all.
The idea of Tree of Life started with my, some of the memories of my childhood. So my house, a village house, is on the edge of the village. So it looks at a beautiful farm, and right in front of the house, in eastern direction, we've got a beautiful, giant looking banyan tree. Every day in the morning, when sun rises from behind, tree gets the golden hue. So it's a very, very close interaction with tree which I had. Somehow this collection revolved around that idea of like chasing that golden hour where tree turns gold, and how will it look like, and then life is also gold. So that's how the entire relevance was in the collection.
The contribution of Indian designers and artisans to haute couture is significant. Mishra acknowledges that Indian talent is now getting its moment in the sun.
So Paris Haute Couture Week has been one of the most important fashion week, I would say, almost like Olympic or Academy Awards of fashion. So I'm very, very honored to be there. And the reason behind us being there is also the beautiful and wonderful team which I am able to work with. We have got a team of most amazing, most gifted artisans. It is very, very important that the due credit to the power of Made in India, or soft power, what India has in terms of creating beautiful craftsmanship, should be recognized and should be given.
Paris runways came alive with high fashion, celebrated designs. Bespoke luxury, million-dollar outfits made headlines. It was a time for the super rich to indulge and flex their fashion muscles. For the rest of the world, it was a spectacle. So the question is, in times of high inflation, who's buying high fashion? Are designers being forced to rethink their strategy?
I really feel like when you look at inflation, when you look at everything, I think fashion design is also kind of art. One has to accept it, and it's like applied art. When we, like any designer who is doing haute couture in Paris, I'm sure is not looking at just commerce alone. They are very big consumers of high fashion who do not think of inflation. They want to invest into art.
The Indian wedding market is booming, especially after a pandemic-driven hiatus. High fashion is struggling to draw revenue. Some Indian designers are eyeing global destinations to woo buyers. Others are banking on loyal customers. What lies ahead for Rahul Mishra? Fashion is a competitive industry. Trends change faster than you think. You're only as good as your breakout collection, they say. So what advice does Mishra have for younger designers?
I think most important is to value the teamwork. Value, back your ideas, and it's not just about having one single dream, one single idea. Dreaming alone is not enough. It's actions which follow after dream.
As the designer showcases his collection at India Couture Week, it's evident for him the best is yet to come.